Welcome to TRL Radio with your hosts, Eric and Michelle Hall.
Your average Joe experts in simplified health. Welcome to TRL Radio. We're your hosts, Eric and Michelle, and our goal is to provide simple health that actually works for imperfect, overwhelmed, and busy families, much like ours.
Right, and we are so glad that you decided to join us today. It is summer here in Western New York.
Yes.
And we are loving it. And it has me remembering, as a kid, the last day of school and summer vacation has officially begun. That feeling that you have as a kid, I don't know that I have words to describe it.
Yeah, there are very few feelings that as a kid that are like so vivid you could remember, and they're super unique. Like, I remember like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day.
Right.
Like, it's a feeling you can't recreate. It's like, I remember what it was like. I remember as a kid feeling like that. Summer break is another one that's just like that. Like, I remember like the last day of school, whether it would be walking home or walking to the bus or just being like, it's over, and you have, what's the Phineas and Ferb song? 104 days? Is that how it starts?
104 days of summer vacation.
104?
Maybe. I don't know.
Autumn is 104? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. 104 days. You get 104 Saturdays in a row, basically. I don't know if that's actually what it is.
Not 104 Saturdays.
No. Like, that's what it feels like.
Oh, I got you.
That's what it feels like on summer vacation.
I got you. I hear you now.
Because
yes.
as a kid,
because you have no responsibilities.
No responsibilities.
It's magic.
Yep. You sleep to whenever you want. You get up whenever you want. And it's like, that's the feeling. You're like, although I don't think it's 104. It seems like a lot.
Yeah, that seems like a big number. I
mean, shout out to Phineas and Ferb. Amazing.
But I think you miscounted.
Amazing show. Amazing show.
But it was a lot of what felt like Saturdays. Whatever the magic number was of waking up and not having any responsibility and be like, what do we want to do today? I don't know. Maybe I'll hop on my bike and I will just ride with my friends until it's dinner time. Like, I remember saying that to my mom, hey, I'm going to go ride my bike. And she'd be like, okay, just make sure you're back in time for dinner.
Yeah.
Like, okay, see you then.
Yeah, I remember like, maybe it's not the best thing, but like it would be like, my parents would be like, all right, get outside. We're going to lock the door and you can't come back until dinner. Like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't the best parenting style, but
but it got you outside.
But we were outside and we would just like find things to do. Like, and it was, lived in a neighborhood, like riding bikes. There was a park. And so you might be playing football at Johnny's house and then basketball at, Lenny's house. I don't know.
Just making up names now.
I didn't grow up with a friend named Lenny, but anyhow.
But you could have.
And then, Lenny's mom would be like, what do you guys want for lunch? And you just like, well, whatever, Mrs. Lenny's mom. And you would have lunch there.
And your PB&J and your pops, or your freezy pops, push pops, whatever you want to call them. And it was a great day.
Yeah. Like, it was unreal. Like, I just remember then usually sleeping over at someone's house. Like, it was just like incredible.
Yeah. Perpetual sleepovers. Be like, sleep over my friend's house for a week. And then they'd come to, I'd go to their house,
right.
Vice versa. And just that was the summer.
Yeah. And like, you were just like, it was a thing. Like, you weren't inside unless it was raining out, obviously. Right. And then, but it's funny because even on those days, you're like, what are we going to do today? We're going to be inside all day, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was all, but as much fun as that was, it was always even more fun when your parents were like, hey, we're coming outside. We're going to be outside with you. And that was like mind blowing. You're like, oh my gosh, mom and dad are coming outside. Right. Like, and I don't know why that is. That was so crazy, but like, it was unreal when mom and dad were coming out. Like, it was the same for you?
Yeah, I mean, I remember growing up, I lived across the street from a bunch of baseball diamonds, and that was our thing. We'd walk across and we'd go play baseball or softball or, t-ball, depending on the age or whatever. And I remember getting hit right in the face with a hard ball, but it still was fun. Like, I remember it's like at the end of the day, I was like, hey, it was fun. Like, just because you were there as a family doing something as a family, and that wasn't something that was able to happen on a regular basis because mom and dad worked and everyone was busy and stuff. So like, to have those moments where they were the ones organizing something, it was awesome.
Yeah. Like, I remember, so we had our house, and then the lot next to us was empty, and like, we owned it, and it was like our yard there, and it was a pretty good sized yard, especially for being in a neighborhood. And I remember when my stepdad would come out, and we, like, with me and my brother, we would play our own version of home run derby. So like we had like these giant trees in our side yard that like we called like, so in Boston, Fenway Park, there's this thing called the Green Monster, right? Like there's this, the wall goes, it's a super high wall out in the outfield, and that it's hard to hit home runs, or you have to be super high, right? So we had these trees, we called them the Green Monster, because like you could get we used like a tennis ball in a plastic bat that we would like split open, jam it full of newspaper, then duct tape it up, and then we would use tennis balls. And if you hit the like just over the fence, it was like 1 run. If you hit it like over the sidewalk, it was 2. Into the street was 3, and over the street was like 4. But it was hard to do because you had all these trees, right? And I just remember we would play like 9 innings of home run derby, where like he would just pitch and we would hit, and it was like, whenever he was like, "Hey, go get set up for home run derby," like me and Jared, my brother, we were like, "Oh my gosh, it's home run!" Like,
it's happening.
It was amazing. Like it was like this most fun thing. We also played this other crazy game where like, because these trees, we would throw a football. He would throw a football super high into the tree, and like and it would bounce off of the limbs, and you were trying to catch him. Like, and so he would be like, "All right, I'm gonna throw it up high. I'm gonna yell out a dollar amount, like $5, but for every tree it hits, every branch it hits, it doubles." He's like, "And if you can catch it, I'll give you that much money for you guys to split." And so he'd throw it up, and it'd be like 5, and it would hit like 1,000 limbs on the way down. We would never catch it, but one time, I remember who it was. It was me or Jared. We caught it. We were like, "Oh my gosh!" We looked at our stepdad, and like his face was like, "Oh,
what did I just do?" Yeah.
And he was like, "Double or nothing." And being dumb kids, we're like, "Yeah, we got it. We're gonna make so much money." And we dropped it.
Of course,
right?
of course. So, yeah, you gotta do something.
But it was always amazing when parents came outside to play. It was just like, it was incredible. It was like the most fun thing in the entire world.
Right. And like, and we get, nowadays, for one, it seems like it's a lot harder to get kids outside, right? Like just in general, it's so much harder. Being a substitute teacher, the end of the school year, I mean, when you're in elementary, basically the last like week or 2 is just games and outdoor activities. Like there's no actual schoolwork being done. So I happened to sub on outdoor day, and it was where they were playing a bunch of these games, and you were outside for most of the day. There was a couple indoor things, and they had shade areas and stuff. But the actual weather that day was perfect. It was like 72 degrees, light breeze, not humid at all. Like you could be outside all day and you wouldn't be sweating or whatever. By the second game, these kids were like, "Oh, do we still have to play? I'm so bored. Can I lay down? Can I sit?" And I was like, "You have been outside for 35 minutes. Like, where is your endurance? Like, you're kids. You would rather be in the classroom watching some video than being outside and running around and playing." I was like, wow, kids are changed. I remember some of the teachers being like, "Yeah, they just don't make them the way they used to." And I get it. Our world is different.
Right.
Right? Like, the safety that at least we thought was there, and I think was more in the 80s, children of the 80s, right?
Yeah, children of the 80s and 90s, right? That was us.
Like, so I get that, like, hey, sending your 7-year-old on a bike, until dinner time probably sounds terrifying at this point. And, like, rightfully so. I get that. But you have most people have a backyard, even if it's a really tiny backyard, or there's a nearby park, or there's things like, and man, to try and get kids outside, sometimes it feels like pulling teeth.
Right. I'm not even with our kids, like, this is a couple summers ago because our kids are a little bit older now. But we're like, "Hey, like, you guys got to go outside and make your own fun." And they would go out, and then it would be
30
bored,
minutes later, like
back in and back out and back in. And we're just like, what in the world? Like, like as a kids, like we just had to go out, and do things. So we started thinking, we're like, well, hey, like today, let's talk about 6 ideas of getting outside with your kids, because that's kind of the key, right? We just said that, like, if parents can get out with the kids, for one, I even thinking back, like when my parents would come out with, to play these games with us, like I get like they work during the day and things like that, so summer break you can't always be outside. But man, like as parents, like we should be outside more with our kids. I'm trying to think, like a lot of times, like when we were outside, even on like a Saturday or Sunday, like our parents would be indoors watching TV or cleaning, and I get there's responsibilities or whatever.
There's always chores, yeah.
It shouldn't be so shocking when mom and dad come outside.
Right.
Like, and so today, because sometimes you're like, well, what are we going to do? We're going to go outside with our kids. What are we going to do? Well, today, 6 ideas for getting outside with your kids this summer that also won't break the bank. Because you think, we can go to amusement park. Sure.
Yeah, you're going to spend probably hundreds of dollars to do that, which is great to do once in a while. If you can afford it, do it. Go for it. Get a season pass if you can. But it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Even if you have one kid, it's still not cheap, So what can we do on a regular basis?
Yeah. But that's fun, unique, without being like, okay, we got to, pull out of our 401k in order to do this, right?
Right. So, as parents of 4 children, we understand. We have a family of 6, doing anything, it doesn't matter what it is, going out to eat, like going to a fast food restaurant is not cheap.
Right. Well, even like going to a movie, like if you think like movies are, even if you go to the cheap day, which I think is still like $10, which whatever, to go to a new movie for $10, you and I go 20. You add in the 4 kids, now we're up to $60 to go to the movie.
Right, and you have to have candy or popcorn or something So
we get it. So here's 6 ideas.
Right.
Number 1, build an obstacle course in your backyard with what you have.
Right. I guarantee if you step into your garage or your shed or whatever you have, there are things in there that you can use to build an obstacle course. And we're not talking get out the hammer and nails and build an obstacle course. We're talking like...
You can.
Yeah, if you have the knowledge on how to do that, by all means.
Not me.
Not us. That would not be us. But like we had a plastic bat and a random hockey stick and a frisbee and just all these weird, sports equipment type things, and use that. Do you have cones, or do you have... we had like a hockey net that I think was here when we moved in or something that got left.
Yeah, so we had one. Like what ours was, because we have like a basketball hoop in our driveway. I try to remember what all the things were in ours. Like it was... I think we first had like this plastic bat, and all we used the bat for was like dizzy bat baseball.
Yep,
like
you had
that's
to get
the first
real
thing you had
dizzy
to do
first.
is you had to go around 10 times, then you had to like shoot a shot in basketball, then you had to get the hockey stick and make a shot with like
with a tennis ball into the net,
or something like that. Then you had to throw a frisbee to hit
a
something.
tree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like you kept like, if you're like on video watching, it was like one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And it ended with like a slip and slide where you had to run. But these are all like, we didn't that day go out and buy anything because we were like,
we want to get outside. It's a beautiful day. What can we do with 4 kids that at that point were probably 12 and under?
Yeah.
Right. And I think you were the one that set most of it up.
Yeah.
And it didn't take long.
No.
You just were like, oh, we have this, set that up. Oh, we have this, set that up. But here's the key. You have to time it. Because I tell you what, if there is a time.
So with that, time it so you can get to that.
Yep.
Record it. Everybody has a phone now.
Right.
Record it. Record each person. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah. Like there's something that happens when all of a sudden there's like this time factor involved. You have to either beat your time or your personal best. You're trying to beat the other person, and it's for most, I don't want to say all the time, it becomes like this friendly competition, but that just adds an element that makes it so much more fun and exciting no matter what age. And especially to see your parents doing it,
right,
and making a fool of themselves and getting dizzy. And I mean, for you, usually you were the one that won, but they were okay with that.
Even at 300 plus pounds, like when we did this, I had not lost any of the weight yet. Like if you go to our Instagram page, like center and using part, like the very end of
you
that
obstacle
on the slip and slide. Like you can see, like I was not a small guy,
but you crushed it, babe.
Yeah.
You crushed it, and we were all so proud. But yeah, there's just something about doing that together, recording it, timing it. Each one go at a time, and everyone would cheer each other on. And let's go, you got it! And the laughs and the giggles. Like it was such a simple thing. It wasn't hard to set up. Wasn't hard to clean up either. And
between the time of setting up, cleaning up, and actually now for us, there's 6 of us, each person running it was over an hour and a half maybe worth of time of just being outside together and being goofy and dumb, spending $0 and just figuring it out as we go. Like, so Autumn's like our recording person. Like, Autumn, do you remember this? Yeah. Like she's shaking her head. Yeah. Like it was just a fun thing.
10 years ago maybe. Yeah. And the funny thing is we still do things like that now with our adult children.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
So don't buy anything.
Yep.
build an obstacle course with whatever you have at your house. Make it fun. And the key here is that as the parents get into it, the kids will get into it. And these are memories that when we did that, we weren't thinking like, oh, we're going to have these memories for forever. It was just, let's go do something. And it turned into something that was like, oh my gosh, like I will never forget that.
Right.
Like it was crazy. Like it was fun. So that was number one, build an obstacle course with what you have.
All right. So number 2, go for a walk. And not just go for a walk, but go on a path or a way that you haven't ever taken.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so we live where there's actually like a small waterfall within walking distance. And I remember for the longest time, we didn't even know that was there. Like when we had little kids, people are, oh, have you been to the falls? And we're like, what do you mean? They're like, it's literally a 10-minute walk from your house.
We
We're
had
like,
no clue.
We had been to other parts of the park, but didn't realize it was tucked away. And so we took a walk to the falls, and it was awesome. It was like this little hike. It was just enough,
Enough elevation.
Yeah, to get your heart going a little bit, but for little feet, it still was okay. And it was a blast. Like, I know that I can't remember where I was. I was busy doing something, and you had the 3 girls. I don't even think we had Caleb. Like, he was also busy. Like, you had, It was just you and the 3 girls, right?
Yeah, you were out with some friends, and
maybe Caleb was working.
Yeah. But we just were walking, and I was like, well, hey, like, let's turn here. And I remember there was like I think it was more for cars, where there was a gate that had like, that was blocking the path. I think that was my justification. They don't want cars to come through here. Had a big stop sign on it. And I was like, well, let's go this way. And obviously the girls were immediately like, Dad, it says stop. We can't go there. And I'm like, yeah, we'll be fine. So it was small. So we hop over this little thing and we just keep walking. And like, all right, we get to a fork in the road and be like, all right, guys, all right, Autumn, you pick right or left. Well, left. Okay, we're going to go left. We get to another one. All right, Sydney, you pick right or left. And we would just go, and they'd be, Dad, I knew-ish where we were at. Like, it
and
was
you have
like,
a phone. There's a GPS if you really get stuck. Yeah.
And I'm like, we're close enough. I know where we're at. Like, it's going to be fine. But we were, so we were walking, and it was, like, fun. Maddie ended up picking up a stick that ended up becoming her best friend that day for whatever reason.
I remember a walking stick coming home with us and sitting on the porch for, like, 2 months after that.
Yeah, her being like, can I bring it in my room? We're like, no, you can't bring it into your room.
The stick has to stay on the porch. No, I do remember you guys coming home and hearing all the stories. Oh yeah, we went this way that we weren't supposed to go, and it was so much fun though because we saw this, and we ended up being in our friend's backyard at some point, and and here's the thing too, and this is where I can struggle more than you 100%. Don't be afraid to break the rules that are okay to break.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm the person like, oh, this is the rule, we can't. And he's like, someone will stop us if we're not allowed to.
Right.
Like, there are rules that are okay to break. There are rules that shouldn't be broken. As an adult, use your discretion. But sometimes breaking the small rules lead to the biggest adventures.
Yeah. I can think when, I know we're talking about summer break now, but in the winter, those same falls, it was very cold out. If you've been listening to this podcast for any amount of time, you know that I'm not a big fan of the cold. I always prefer summer, but we had a cold February. I think the average temperature had to be 0 degrees Fahrenheit. It was cold. And so me and Autumn were like, hey, let's go to that same waterfall and see what it looks like completely frozen over, whatever. So we walked, and it was completely solid. Like, we tossed some rocks out there. It was safe. We made sure as best as we could or whatever. But we actually were able to walk out on it, walk out behind the waterfall. And it literally, like, Autumn and I were like, this is like we're like in a different world. Like, it felt like we were on a different planet, like the way it looked, everything like that. It was incredible. It was amazing. So sometimes just doing something a little bit different, like, again, memories we took pictures because, again, we had our phones. We're like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like, we should take a video and some pictures. Like, it was amazing. So go for walks and take the road less traveled,
Right.
As what Robert Frost says, right? Take the road less traveled, like, and it'll be fun. Like, it'll be different, and, break the right rules.
Break the right rules. That is the key right there. But no, good memories, good memes.
Yeah. Number 3. So we have number 1, build an obstacle course. Number 2, go for a walk on a path you haven't taken. Number 3, you got an American Ninja Warrior, a playground.
Yes. This one, literally, there is no setup.
No.
You just show up. try and, like, here's the issue. If it's a, very crowded playground, this might become an issue. But if you go at the right time of day when it's not flooded with kids, you use the playground as your American Ninja Warrior course.
Yeah. And this kind of goes to the same thing with the obstacle course. Time it. Like, so what we would do is we would find, there's a couple of playgrounds by us. And so we would walk and we'd find one. The one that we found like was the best. It was the one, again, the summer breaks where there's no school. So we would actually like use the school one because no one would be there. And I'd be like, okay, first we're going to do the monkey bars. And then you got to go from here and you got to run around to this thing and do this and then do that and then do this. And you got to do this. And then at the end, once you get back to here, you go down the slide. Once you get to the end of the slide, you say time, right? And again, you record it, like you time it, and it's amazing. And bonus, like it's a kind of a sneaky little workout.
Right? You're getting your kids to move. You're getting to move. And you're outside together. And then when you do get all hot and sweaty, you come home and you have a freezer pop or you get ice cream or something like that, and it's a great day.
Yeah.
And especially if you have ice cream in your freezer already, literally zero cost adventure.
Right. And like, come back to the workout thing, like monkey bars are like they're no joke. Right. Like, there's back strength there, shoulder strength there, upper body strength, right? Grip strength. Like there's all these things. And maybe you're like, okay, well, it's at a playground. Maybe they're too small for an adult. Just bend your legs. Pick up your feet. And like, tell you, like, you can do all the working out you want. Get on some monkey bars and see how that works out for you. It's a different thing.
It absolutely is. And it's helping your kids to build those motor skills that they're losing while they're sitting in front of a TV or sitting in a desk all day long.
Yeah.
Like those are things that other than gym class, a lot of kids aren't getting. And even in gym class, I've substitute taught in a gym class, and there's kids that just don't want to do it, and no one's going to force them. Like, so it's important. It's important to have that time to be outside and be using those muscles.
And you modify the workouts the American Ninja Warrior course for the
age,
kids, the age, right? If maybe they can't do monkey bars, so you're like, okay, hey, like
maybe you hold them while they go across,
while they do them, right, or whatever. Just like, obviously, the main point here is not to have the best time or to do the best, but like to have fun outside in the sun, moving as a family. Like, even doing dumb things, like just don't stop playing. Like, walk on the curbs, like, like jump off the ledges, don't stop doing those things. Like, we just were with a bunch of kids this past week, a few nights, and like watching kids that like want to run up on the stage then jump off it, right? And like sometimes as parents we're like, hey, stop playing. No. Like, that's good. Like, don't destroy stuff or whatever.
Right.
But, like,
there's a time and a place to be quiet, but like,
right.
If they can be loud and run and move, like, let them do that.
Listen, quote, make the world your American Ninja Warrior course.
There you go. The world is your playground,
there
right?
You go.
Absolutely.
So American Ninja Warrior at the playground, always fun, especially with cell phones now, because then you can go home, cast the video up to the TV and watch and be like, oh gosh, like, I'm not as good at monkey bars as I thought I was, or wow, I really struggled there.
And your kids will want to see how they did. And like I said, always time it. This next one we have is anything you can work together on as a family and time. That time element, I don't know why.
I think it's the third time we've mentioned it. Yeah. The first four.
But so this is one that having 4 adult children and then even all of their adult children friends that come over and play still.
Right.
This is our go-to still. Yeah. This has been our summer so far, is any kind of like teamwork, competition, like you said it best the other day. You're like, I feel like all we do is like sports drills. So like basketball drills. Right. But for some reason, we love it. Like we have, 100 that we call it, right? Where we're all in a line and the first person goes and you have to make a layup and then you have to make like a little, what would that?
It's just a little jumper right there.
Just a little jump shot.
If you play basketball, it's called the harder shot in basketball because you want to finesse it in. It's easy to shoot too short. It goes off the front of the rim. It's easy to shoot too hard and it goes off the heel. So
right. You got to really finesse it.
It's like a 3-footer. Yeah.
Right. But then you go from that to your
free throw,
the free throw, and then a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
And you keep going if you make them. And if you make the 3-pointer, you keep shooting 3-pointers until you make them. Very few of us get to that and keep making them. But you add up your points. It's, 1 point for the free throw, or 1 point for the layup, 3 points, and however you want to do it. But you add up all the points. If you miss, you're to the back of the line. The next person goes. You keep adding.
Start back at the free throw or at the layup.
I know. I keep calling.
Yeah.
But you're trying to get to 100 as a team. And you are timing it.
So the other team is the time. You want to get the best time.
And it is amazing. Like, if we have a really crappy time, we're like, oh, we got to do that again. We got to beat that time.
Everyone's like, if it's
4 minutes.
We're at 4:30. Oh, gosh.
We can do better than that.
Nobody wants to go inside the house. Like, we're getting under 4.
We have literally played this like 10 times in a row. Like, we can do better than that. We can do better than that. But it's literally just a basketball drill.
Yeah. Think about the things that you did in sports practice that were, like, annoying. Like, basketball drills, if you played soccer drill, volleyball drills, literally any sport that you played where, like, at practice it'd be like, okay, here's like a team drill we're gonna do. And maybe it was the most fun thing you did at practice, but it was still practice.
Yeah.
But you throw a timer on there, do it as a family. Like, you don't gotta reinvent the wheel here. Like, just find the things you did as a kid at practice and do them in your driveway and add a timer, and the camaraderie it builds, like the friendly competition it builds, like we have all kinds of games that, like, they're literally just drills that we did in basketball, in high school, like, that help build hand-eye coordination and help build some endurance and some cardio capacity and things like that. But it's just you're building relationships and having a fun time with your family. So,
make a circle, grab a football, and see how many times you can throw it and catch it before someone, drops it. Pepper the volleyball, bump, set, however, how many times can you do it before it hits the ground?
And if things get easy, use your less dominant hand. Like, so the football circle, sometimes, we get up to like 50, 60 go times in a circle. Then it's like, okay, not everyone has to use their less dominant hand. For our family, everybody then has to throw with their left hand.
Right. Or you have to clap before you catch the ball or something like that. Or you can only
hold the ball for a second. Like, as soon as you catch it, you got to throw it again.
Catch and release. We just went to the beach. Was it last weekend we went to the beach? And I think it was Autumn actually was like, we played this game with our friends, and we were all standing like probably waist deep in the water, and you had to throw the volleyball, and before you caught it, you had to jump and throw it before you landed.
Catch and throw in the air.
Yeah, that was like impossible for me. I think I looked the most unathletic I've ever looked in my life playing that.
You look cute.
I think I closed my eyes every time. I got better as it went. I got better. But yeah, like, it was just fun, and we were counting how many times we could do it. And again, this is adult kid. It's funny saying adult kids. There are kids, but they're adults, playing this game. And like, little kids would love it too. So just whatever your kids are into, whatever sports, whatever skill level, doesn't matter, right? Because that's the thing. Like, don't be about all the rules. It's very easy to get wrapped up in, your foot touched, you're out, or who cares? We're gonna show grace, and we're just gonna cheer each other on. If you promote that type of mentality, your kids will embrace it.
And always make the other team, as much as you can, the time.
Right.
So it's you all working together versus the time.
Right.
So that way it's a friendly competition, but you're not competing against each other. Sometimes it's fun to compete against each other. Right. Don't get me wrong, but number 5 kind of ties in with that a little bit. It's just yard games. So some of these you may already have, so there may be a small investment here. Again, these didn't necessarily say all for free, but without breaking the bank. But there's so many great yard games now. I don't know if it's just because we're in Buffalo. I don't know if Buffalo's like the home of like yard games. Or these things are everywhere. I think a lot of them got to be everywhere, because there's like, we were talking about the other day, we were talking about, like, you can watch like cornhole tournament on TV. Like, they have these on TV, right? And so what started off as this backyard game is now this actual thing.
Spike ball.
Yes.
Like, you've heard us talk about spike ball. If you've listened to any episode, I feel like we've mentioned spike ball in every episode. That's one of our family's favorites. There's spike ball. Like, it's a serious competition
there's a
now.
League. You can, I don't know, like ESPN 17, like, we'll have spike ball. I don't know, there's an ESPN 17,
right.
But whatever. Like, you can watch spike ball on TV. Look it up on YouTube. Guarantee there's a league. You can watch amazing, actually, people do spike ball. Yeah.
Right. Like, so find outdoor games that are age appropriate for your kids. If you're like, oh my gosh, my kids are too young, they wouldn't be able to play spike ball. For one, they may surprise you. 2, like, one game that we don't have that I was like, oh, we need to get this is croquet.
Yeah.
I feel like croquet is one of those games like everyone can play. It doesn't matter how old you are. And again, you give a little grace, you know, the ball goes off a little, you kick it back into play, you know, no big deal. But yeah, just having those outdoor games, yes, there's an expense up front, but you buy it once and then you have it.
Yeah,
most of these things last a long time.
Yeah, with that, like they can get them at yard sales, you know,
Right.
like garage sale. Like you can probably get a croquet set at a yard sale for super cheap, right?
Right.
Think about, is it bocce the ball, the one with like the big ball that you throw?
You throw, you throw the little ball and then everyone has to throw.
Yeah, like there's not really a whole. I mean, no offense to any like, you know, competitive bocce ball players. I'm sure there is skill.
There
and
is
talent
skill,
but, like,
but not when
everyone can play, right?
Yeah.
Like so, can jam, spike ball, cornhole, bocce ball, croquet, laser tag. So you think about something like that. Like we actually one summer we were playing horse, and after we were done with it, like we were ready to wrap up, and so I was like, our yard is weird and whatever, but I was like, all right, it was the equivalent maybe like a half quarter, and I was like, all right, if I make this shot, we're gonna go online and we're gonna find one game. We're gonna spend no more than $50, and we're gonna be a game we're gonna play outside. And I shot and just missed it. I was like, oh, I guess we're not doing it. So they're like, oh, one more time, Dad, one more time. I was like, all right, one more time. And I nailed it. I made it. So as a family, we decided laser tag. So we went online, found this laser tag, bought it, had it shipped to us. And then we went outside and used our yard and set up whatever rules or whatever, but played laser tag.
Right.
And it was super fun. Like, it was really cool. Like, something I wouldn't have thought of, like, oh, we can play this outside.
Right. You think, oh, laser tag, I've got to go to the laser tag place where I have to spend $5 million to play a 10-minute game. Like, we just got them on Amazon, little vests and little guns, and it was a 6-pack, which was perfect. And yeah, teams of 3 or every man for themselves, and there's different modes of play, and it was a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. So just a little bit of creativity there, too. In our last one here, kind of mentioned before about going to a park, whatever, but like, as opposed to American Ninja Warrioring a park, just go to a park and play basketball. Like, we have a basketball hoop in our driveway, but like, we still have a park that we'll go to play full court basketball. Tennis, pickleball. Pickleball's having a moment right now.
It is. Everyone loves the pickleball.
Yeah, pickleball. Our girls just taught us this game called Nitro Ball, which is kind of a mixture of tennis and volleyball and spike ball and a little bit of pickleball. Like, it's mixing all these games together.
It's like my new favorite game,
so
though.
Fun.
Because talk about like leveling the playing field. All of our girls played volleyball in high school, and they were all really good. Not all of us are amazing. We can all hold our own, but not everyone in our family is amazing. But this is one that kind of levels the playing field, and you can mix up the teams a little bit. And it's hard, like, for the people that love volleyball, like, you have to let it bounce before you hit it. And sometimes just that element, if you're so in the volleyball mindset, it's like, oh crap, I forgot. It needs to bounce. I don't know. But it's just a fun game to get you moving. And get outside.
But you do got to go to, unless you have a tennis court in your backyard, which maybe you do. Kudos to you. Kudos to you if you do. We don't. So those kind of things, maybe go to a park, but like you can either drive to one. Ours, we're fortunate enough where we can walk to a park, but if you got to drive to one, like we've done before too, where you just pack up a bunch of a basketball, a spike ball, like frisbee
football,
and like a volleyball for nitro. And we're just going to go to the park and see what games are available. Like, we want to play there. So we've done that, and it's super fun. Like, it's not, it's stuff we already have, and we go and do it, and it's just a good time. And again, sometimes we'll play full court basketball. What's actually cool, one time we went to the basketball court, and there were some other people that were there, and we were like, hey, we're kind of a dorky family, but like, do you guys want to play basketball with us? And they did, and we had a lot of fun playing basketball. Like, and it was really cool. So, and we met new people and all that kind of good stuff. It was
great. And I'm telling you, you already mentioned, like, you kind of get this bonus workout, so a lot of times, even to our best efforts, you still end up gaining a few pounds during those winter months. You know, you're not eating quite as well. You're not getting outdoors. If you're like us, you hate the cold. So, things like that. And I know I had put on a couple pounds this past winter, and we've been outside for the past couple of weeks, and I'm like, oh, I'm already down like 5 pounds. And I've actually probably eaten worse the last couple of weeks. I think I've eaten my weight in hot dogs and hamburgers over the last couple of weeks, and s'mores and like things that I don't typically eat. But like, And I haven't changed my exercise routine other than we've been playing games outside. And like I've lost 5 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. This is the way. If I can lose weight this way, I would much
Way
prefer
better.
to run around playing nitro ball than to be on a treadmill for,
Yeah.
30 minutes a day.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. So those are our 6 ideas. So some maybe key tips here on how to make some of this stuff easier. So one of the things that you want to do is schedule it. Put it on the calendar. Hey, this Saturday, guys, it's going to be yard game day. So we're going to do this. So who's doing what? Who's going to be available? Whatever. Okay, here's what we're doing. But put it on the calendar and then stick to it. Don't or make it a non-negotiable. Like, I get it. There's weekend chores. There's yard work to do. There's houses to clean. There's things to get done.
Always going to be things. Yeah.
That's always going to be there. And not to sound real cheesy, your kids won't always be there, right? They're going to grow up and they're going to have their own lives one day. And hopefully you still see them quite a bit, but like, schedule it. Hey, and then work your yard work, your housework around that, because that's truly what's going to be the more important thing. Schedule it and then pump it up. Like, hey guys, remember Saturday, we're doing this. So I have on, make it an event, right? There's different ways we can make it an event, like have the ideas and the games already ready. Our family's one of those ones that we're like, hey, what do you want to do? I don't care. What do you want to do? I don't care. What do you want to do?
And then you sit there for an hour trying to figure out what you're going to do.
Right. So as the adult, as the ones organizing it, or put one of the kids in charge of it. Okay, hey, this Saturday you're in charge. We're going to play whatever games that you want to play, right? Or whatever. But make it an event, schedule it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like you said, get the kids involved. Like, I love that. Take turns. If you've got multiple kids, okay, Johnny, you're in charge of this week. Susie, you're in charge of this week.
Lenny.
Like, Lenny, get Lenny in there. Lenny is going to be in charge of the following week. But yeah, get them involved. And then bundle it together with like a cookout or like a movie night. Okay, we played outside all day. Let's chillax tonight. We're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna have some snacks. We're gonna, have popcorn, or we're gonna cook out outside. Like, anytime you can bundle fun and then food is a good day. It's just a good day. Like, I wish that was every day. Unfortunately, it's not, because there are responsibilities, but your kids will remember those moments.
Yeah. So yeah, don't overthink this, right? Like, just have a blast putting it together. What works for your family might not be what works for our family. Figure it out. Maybe it's not all day. Maybe it's a couple hours, whatever. Just have fun. Schedule it out. Like, long and short, summer's short, at least with us in Western New York. Like, summer's short, time with your kids is short, so make the most of what you have. Build the memories, the sneaky workouts, right? The healthy habits. You're getting in the sunlight, so you're getting that vitamin D, so you're getting the tan, right? Like, all these great benefits. You're building the relationships. Like, you can do all that kind of stuff and make memories that, like, we're still talking about. And we spent on those memories very little, if any, money, right? With the laser tag, we spent some money on, right? But it can be done, like, health and saving money and family and outside, like, those should all go together.
Absolutely. So speaking of that, rudimentary ritual, what's something that we want to share that goes along with this that can kind of help people plan that?
Yeah. I mean, so kind of goes without saying, but like, be outside with your family, have an outside family activity once a week.
Right.
As best you can. Even in the winter, maybe it's a little bit shorter because if it's cold, do you want to build a snowman? Right? Do that. Go sledding, whatever in the winter. But we're talking specifically about summer, but like, just schedule it. Yeah. Hey, we're going to do this once a week. It doesn't have to be all day. Maybe you only have a few hours, but take advantage of those few hours.
Absolutely. And as your kids get older, like, we get it, they start having summer jobs and stuff like that. Just do it with whoever's available. Yep. Like, sometimes not everyone's there, but we try and work it around everyone's schedule, but just with as much of your family as you can. Yeah,
and we also want to share a recipe with everybody. Today's is a little bit weird. It's not really a recipe. It's not going to be on our website, but maybe more of an idea.
Right.
So go ahead.
So everyone has heard of s'mores, unless you're,
Smalls.
Yep.
Smalls from Sandlot.
From Sandlot. What's a s'more?
You're killing me, Smalls.
But I think everyone knows what s'mores are. The Hall family does s'mores a little bit differently. And I know this is becoming a little bit more popular, but I'm telling you, we've been doing this since before it was a thing.
Yeah, before this was like, an Instagram, trend or whatever.
Yeah, like years. So we have embraced the s'mores charcuterie. like I said, have been probably doing this for, I feel like 20 years at least, where it's not just the Hershey's bar and the graham cracker and the mallow. You can do that, and that's cool, and that's fun.
It's cute.
It's so cute. You got to up your game, people. There are so many options out there, and we started basically putting together this charcuterie board of, we've got our graham crackers, we've used cookies as the base, we've used all sorts of things that way, and then we have every kind of candy under the sun.
Right.
One of our faves is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Yep.
And I feel like I should mention, no, this is not a healthy snack. But remember, this is a once a week thing that you're doing with your family. So this is a treat.
Right.
And it's okay. We're not going to think about the calories. We'll be smart, but we're not going to think about what's in the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup because we're just enjoying the time around the fire together as a family. And the thing is, too, is there are healthier options. If you're like, okay, we want to do the s'more charcuterie board and have all the different options out and things like that, but we also don't want to consume our weight in corn syrup.
Right.
So I know for us, that's like one of the ingredients.
Yes.
We're like, man, let's try and stay away from this as much as possible. Trader Joe's, and I'm sure there's more than just these ones, but these are the ones we use, has graham crackers that have no corn syrup in them. And they're actually already pre-cut into squares, so you don't have to break them apart.
The marshmallows too, right?
And the marshmallows, no corn syrup in them, and they're delicious. I actually prefer them to the other ones. Aldi has great chocolate bars. There's dark chocolate sea salt and orange and almonds and mint, and I can't even remember all the different options,
Right.
but that have much better ingredients. So you can find better options out there. Again, we've done everything from Reese's Peanut Butter Cups to Almond Joys to Kit Kats and Twix, and change it up. Find something different. We've spread peanut butter on the actual graham cracker.
Yep.
We've done the savory charcuterie with
Yes.
the different cheeses and the meats and the crackers and the jams. You can go crazy. Just go to Pinterest. You could probably go to Instagram too. Just search up, s'mores charcuterie or savory s'mores. You will find many different options, and it's fun.
Yeah.
That's been the savory one has been dinner for us before. We're we don't feel like making dinner. I cut up some cheese and I cut up some, sausage, and here's dinner. And it's delicious.
It's amazing. Yeah. So definitely give that a shot. It is very good, and it's fun, and it's different. And you're sitting around a fire, whether it be you have your own little fire pit there, you go to someone's house, but it's fun. It's
Right.
it's a whole experience, right? That's the part of it too, where food is more than just food, and we've talked about that on a previous podcast. That food is not just fuel.
Right.
It's more than calories. It's more than the ingredients in it. Yes, those are all important. But it's so much more than that. It's community, it's memories. And if you can tie those things together more often, we're going to be better off for it. Our body assimilates the food way better when we consume it that way.
Right.
So are we saying have s'mores for every meal? Of course not. But having it once in a while, man, it's not a bad thing, right?
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, that's the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for tuning in. We hope you found something that you can use to improve your life, that you enjoyed, that you thought was great.
Yeah. If you did, let us know.
Yeah, you know what to do. Share it out.
Share it out, guys. Take a picture of you guys doing some of these fun activities and share it to social media and tag us. We would love to see what you're doing.
We want to see your s'more charcuterie boards.
We want to see them. We want to see your crazy obstacle courses. That's such an encouragement to us, and we love knowing that families are having fun together out there. So definitely share. Make sure that you're subscribed and following us on all the many platforms.
Yeah, however you're listening, follow us.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe. Make sure you're there.
That means more than you know.
Yeah, make sure you tag us. We're at the Rudimentary Life. Tag us on any of your posts. And guys, we have about a bazillion things more coming for you. We had our planning meeting the other day talking through it. We have so much more coming your way. We have more incredible guests. It's going to be a blast, so stay tuned. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time. If you want more of Eric and Michelle Hall and TRL Radio in your life, and honestly, who doesn't, head over to theRudimentaryLife.com.
There, you'll be able to find all the things, show notes, videos, step-by-step instructions for each recipe, more ways to connect with us and join in with whatever shenanigans we're getting into.
Yeah, and for extra credit, leave us a rating on your favorite listening app. We definitely appreciate all the love.
Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time.